What do you guys think so far? We are at the very new Pine Creek Rail Trail extension. Now, as you've seen on a sign earlier, only part of the trail is open, so I believe we're only hiking 1.5 miles today. But originally, they turned a 62-mile trail into a 65-mile trail. What's the difference? They added on 3 miles. Why did they do that? Well, to close the gap between there and town, making it better for businesses and tourism, etc., etc. But I'm happy to be back here, and I'll explain why I'm so happy to be back here as we hike down this trail. Let's go. So that big, beautiful building you saw in the beginning, that is a visitor center. That is the Trailhead Visitor Center. It's pretty awesome. Sadly, it's closed today. As you saw, it's kind of decked out for the holiday that has passed. By the way, I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas, and New Year's is to come, so I hope you have a safe and responsible and wonderful New Year. Make sure you set those resolutions. Work hard to blow past your expectations of those resolutions. But as I mentioned, I'm super happy to be back out here. And the reason being is because, number one, I should actually state, leads us into the town of Wellsboro, Pennsylvania. It's in Tioga County, Pennsylvania, obviously. Wellsboro is, a dozen miles from Mansfield, Pennsylvania, which has Mansfield University. But again, this is to close the gap between the town and the original trailhead heading south to Jersey Shore. And I'm happy to be back here, number one, because I have finished this trail. Sadly, I didn't do it all in one hike. As you know, I had to do a couple different days. My knee, yada, yada, yada. I don't want to go into that story. That was painful. It was very upsetting to not be able to finish the complete through hike. But the biggest reason I'm happy to be back here is because the Pine Creek Rail Trail is where I very first started my hiking journey. The first time I was out here, I was very new to it. And if you go back and watch those old videos, please don't hold anything against me. I can have quite the foul mouth sometimes, and there is some strong language in there. And that's before I realized that, hey, some kids could run across my channel, and if they view my channel, their parents probably don't want them hearing curse words regularly. Not constantly, but regularly. Anyway, this is where I first got my start on this trail. So when I read that they did an extension to this trail, I was super, super excited. And as you can see, Pennsylvania has had an ice storm, and this trail is not the gravel trail I anticipated. This is actually a sleet sheet of ice I'm walking on, so I'm trying to be very, very careful. Way down underneath there, probably 1/4 inch of ice, 1/2 inch of ice. That looks like a trail. I don't think it is. Could be private property, could be a game trail. I don't know. I haven't seen any posted signs yet. But along this trail, as you hike down through, there will be posted signs and purple markings. So on each side of the trail is private property. So if you ever come hike this trail, please stay on trail. This is very popular. As I've said before in the other videos, it's very popular for biking, bike packing. I'll link those 2 videos I did before down in the description if you guys care to check them out. The first one is day 1 and 2. The first day I did, 12, almost 25 miles to Black Walnut Bottom campground on the bike. And then the next day I stashed the bike and I did the rest on foot. And that second video is 10 tips plus a bonus one on how to better your mental health. Today's not necessarily a mental health video. Today is just an excitement video because this trail, again, it just harbors so much happiness and excitement for me. Challenges too. Only debilitating thing about it, I guess you could say, is right over yonder to the left. I don't know if you can see any of the traffic, but there is a pretty busy road, so you will hear some traffic noise. But again, you're closer to town, so you're gonna hear that. You know, I'll be honest, I didn't expect many people to be out on trail, but I have passed about 4 people on trail today. It seems the cold weather does not stop regular everyday walkers from getting out and walking. The couple I just passed actually just had their dog, so I understand. The doggos need exercise, no matter how cold it is. I should have brought Luna today, but I honestly really didn't want to clean the hair out of the car because she's a hairy bugger. If for you guys that don't know, Miss Mindy, my girlfriend, has a golden retriever and she is hairy. 109 pounds of hairy. So in the future, I do actually plan on coming back and redoing this trail, but I plan on going Sobo. Last time I went Nobo. To the people who don't know what that means, southbound, northbound. I went northbound. This trail goes all the way to Jersey Shore. Has a history, and in the beginning, you've seen some of what the history is. But just to catch you up, this carried like coal and timber down to Jersey Shore when, of course, the tracks were here. There is very little, very little remaining of the train tracks. But there are tracks down here. So hopefully we'll get a glimpse of those. Kind of show you around a little bit. I'm not 100% sure, but we might be closing in on the end of the open section here. I'll bring you back when we get down there so we can see what's going on. So there is another parking lot down here if y'all choose to. So I thought this was probably the ending, but maybe this is not the ending of our trail. So we're gonna keep going here. See what this sign says. All right, it says, this section of the Pine Creek Rail Trail was made possible by Growth Resources of Wellsboro. GROW donated a portion of the property and served as the leading local partner in building this section of the trail. GROW. Growth Resources of Wellsboro. Pretty cool. As you can see, we do walk behind some private housing. So again, please make sure you stay on trail. Don't go off trail. And I think the trails you see off trail like this right here. That is probably a game trail. Stay on trail. All right, friends. This trail was honestly supposed to cut off someplace. I don't know where. You just saw that no trespassing sign. I don't know if that meant from there down through, but I see fairly fresh footprints. So I'm going to say we're still good. As you can see, or saw anyway, we're right alongside of the railroad tracks. There are cones kind of very spaced apart up through here, but I'm just gonna keep going until I see like the section of the trail that's been blocked off. Then we'll start heading back, but for now we're just gonna keep going and enjoying this beautiful extension of the Pine Creek Rail Trail. By the way, I want to say in probably another mile is the end of the trail where it meets the road, where it joins up with the old northern terminus of the trail. Last time I was down here was probably a week or two ago, and there was a sign that was posted road closed with orange plastic fencing at the beginning of the trail. So maybe they finished it. I don't know. We're gonna find out. We're about to find out. So I don't know if y'all can see it, but like right there's one. I'm seeing very limited footprints out here, and I'm really wondering if I'm actually allowed to be out here right now. I'm wondering if this is in fact the section of the trail that is closed. Oh, check that out. I'm assuming that's where they kicked the track over so it can go down there. That's pretty awesome. Okay, I am starting to see more footprints now, so I feel a little bit more secure. No doggy prints though. Of course, then again, some of them probably aren't heavy enough to sink down in this ice. I'm not even sinking down in this ice, to be honest with you. And I'm a whole 230 pounds, basically. Another thing I love about this trail. Look at this. While hiking this trail, the mountain ranges that you see are they're just astonishing, freaking amazing. Now out that way is Colton Point and Leonard Harrison. So I wonder if this extension, you see those, I wonder if they're gonna put light poles down through here. That would be so awesome. That would be so awesome if they did that. Yeah, they're clearly digging holes here. I mean, they'll probably wait for summer to finish it, but maybe that's what these cones are for, all the way up through there. Of course, then again, man, that would be really something. Although, I don't know why they'd put the light poles so close together if in fact they were light poles. But wow, that'd be cool if they were though. Maybe they'll hang some flowers, like hanging baskets and whatnot. Oh man, I don't see the road closed sign anymore. Huh. I I wonder why that sign is still up if they're saying part of the trail is closed. Huh. Well, maybe they just didn't take it down. Who knows? And way down there across the road here is the northern terminus, or I should now say the old northern terminus of the Pine Creek Rail Trail. Yeah, here we are, my dudes. That's where it ended for me, I don't know how many years ago. But look at this scenery. Now we have to hike back that way 3 miles. So, welcome to the 3-mile extension of the Pine Creek Rail Trail. Sadly, it is starting to rain. So, this is where I'm going to bid you adieu. Adieu. This is where I'm going to say bye to you. Now, I'm going to hustle back without slipping on this packed down sleeted ice. So as always, y'all stay safe, stay healthy, and y'all please be good to each other. We'll see you next time on some adventure. Y'all have a great new year. Please be safe.